Hey guys, welcome to the Overdrive Special Edition skirmish thing. Where like random robots with Overdrive in it, but like they're Special Edition robots. And the robots that are in this specific skirmish are the flamethrower invader, the ivory um, ivory atomizer, and ivory ravena. This guy's actually not very smart. I don't think they knows how atomizers work. I saved my ammo and he had like a lot of like spread going, so I could just like walk in his fire and I'd be doing like infinitely more damage than him because he was having like maximum spread going. But anyway, yeah, there's the invader with flamethrowers, the atomizer, the whatever it's called, the Ravena with atomizer, the Phantom with Halo and Storm, the Blitz with Gusts, and the last one, I can't remember the last one. Wait, is that 5? No, it's not 5. Whatever, there's another one that I can't remember at the moment. But the best robot in this hangar is obviously going to be the Ravena because, oh yeah, the last one's actually the Loki with Spark, and that's pretty annoying. You can think the Loki has infinite stealth, so it's kind of annoying. But anyway, yeah, the strongest robot is obviously going to be the Ravena, like I'm playing here, this robot. It's like, it has infinite phases, it's like the third best robot, it's about to be like the second best. And it might actually be the best robot again, when the Hawk and the Scorpion get nerfed. And that's kind of one of the topics I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I talked about what the nerfs were in my last video, and like probably how, I don't actually remember that much what I talked about in my last video. I remember that I talked about what the nerfs were and like how they were gonna affect those specific robots. But this time I'm gonna talk about again how they're gonna affect those robots like in the rating. In their like rating in my War Robots ranking video, I talked about how different robots have different ratings, like S tier, A tier, B tier, you get the picture. And then I'm going to talk about how it's going to affect other robots' rating and how other robots will perform. But first I want to apologize that I haven't been uploading. I haven't uploaded for like a week or something. And that's because I didn't like really remember to record a lot. I didn't really like play a lot of War Robots that time. I don't know why. But as you can see in the gameplay in the background, the Ravena like absolutely like dominates. The only reason why I switched out of it was to put more variety in the video, and because they were having a lot of Lokis out, and everyone knows that the Blitz is like the Loki exterminator. That's why I'm ignoring this invader so I can kill the Lokis. This guy was nice enough to drop his stealth for me. What a nice guy. But yeah. So without further ado, I'm gonna start talking about it. First I'm gonna talk about the Hawk. Obviously the biggest nerf coming into the 6.9 update, I think. It might be 6.7. I don't know. But the Hawk is the biggest nerf. And I want to say it was the biggest robot in the game. The best robot. And with that nerf, it's going to go down to A tier. Because it will have less protection because you're going up and you won't have the reflector on, and when you go down, it's gonna be like the Aojun, only that you fly for more time and you have more damage output. So it's still gonna be a better A tier robot than the Aojun is. So it's still gonna be viable. But obviously with the shell in the game, the shell is already a very strong robot. It's only gonna get stronger when the Hawk gets nerfed down. So, and because the Aojun has the flamethrower, I think that you shouldn't count it out yet. Even though as of right now, it's pretty weak. It might get stronger in the future. Let's see how it does after the nerf happens. Next is the Scorpion. The Scorpion got nerfed pretty bad. It's going to get nerfed pretty bad. But I believe that with sonic weapons, they reduce the amount of time that you have in your abilities before you teleport back. I believe that with sonic weapons, you can kill someone that quickly. And they're also going to be nerfing the energy shotguns. An example of an energy shotgun is like the two little halos that we're running here on the, what's it called, the Phantom. And so I believe that the Scorpion will have less protection during its ability, and it'll have less time to kill people, basically. But I don't think that it will be that bad. It'll still have the necessary firepower. So I'd keep it in S tier, but 5th place, because there are going to be those occasions where you won't have enough time, and you'll get just out-brawled. Next, I want to talk about the Typhon. It was 3rd place in my rating, but I'm actually going to put it in 1st now, because of the nerfs happening. So Typhon is in 1st. I put it there in front of the shell because I've seen a lot of shell gameplay, and it gets countered very easily by flamethrowers, rockets, freezing rockets, stuff like that. And there are a lot of those weapons in the game, and so I think that as the meta changes where a lot of people are running shell more, there will be more of those weapons around, and that's the way people are going to counter it. And that means that there are going to be a lot of flamethrowers, right? Everyone knows that flamethrowers are very strong weapons. So we have to think of robots that are very strong with flamethrowers. So there's a Ravena, there's a Typhon, that's why it's in 1st place. It doesn't need the atomizers to be good. You can use flamethrowers, you can use sonic weapons. The Typhon is good with many weapons. And don't get me wrong, I think that it's going to get nerfed soon, like its shield or something, maybe, I don't know. I'd imagine that it would be getting a nerf since it is going to be very strong. Maybe the shell too, I don't know, let's see. But when you're looking for new robots, thinking of this new update, you have to think of flamethrowers. What robots are good with flamethrowers? What robots do you think are not going to get nerfed in the near future? So that they would stay strong for a long time. That's basically what you need to think of. You also have to think of the rockets too. So shell 2nd place because it is still going to be very strong. The Fenrir, I'm going to move it up to 4th place because the Hawk bypassed its resistance. Now it's going to be way stronger. It's still a slow robot, but I've seen Fenrirs that are very fast with Roadhog and Adamant Roadhog, so that would fix that problem. And then with Legendary Pilot, you get so much health. And so it's 4th. I might start considering to put it higher. The Raven is still going to be 3rd place, by the way, because I don't have really a reason to put it any higher. It is an outstanding robot, but you can't capture beacons in Transcendence, so it's not what it used to be. And Falcon, I had it B tier, but I have good news. It's A tier now. Because, obviously, the Hawk, its laser beam used to do way more damage. They nerfed it so that it would do 50% less damage to normal robots. So that means that the Falcon has been saved, the Falcon has been restored. It's going to be strong again. So it's going to be A tier, a strong A tier at that. It's going to be very tanky, especially with the, what's it called, the traditionalist skill. But something to think about when you're running tanks like Fenrir and Falcon is Titans. Those are still a threat to be reckoned with. And also I want to talk about the tier Mender and the Dim Eater, the new healing bot. So all of the healing bots that are in the game, Nightingale is going to get nerfed. Its healing is going to get nerfed. So this is a time for new healing bots to shine. Not to mention, Mender is also going to get buffed again. So, I think that maybe running Mender with flamethrowers will be a good setup in this new meta that we're gonna have. That might be a very good option. And so, Tyr will also be good. It's already a very solid tanky robot that is very usable in many ways. And it doesn't heal as much as the other healing robots, so it's pretty good. And Wayland, I wouldn't really recommend it because you're stationary when you activate your ability. And there are also the new weapons, of course, the Magnetar, the Magneter, whatever it's called, the the other one, the Hornet, that's what it's called, the Hornet. The heavy version of the Wasp. I think that the Magnetar is going to make robots like Ares or Hover, robots where you would like usually keep a distance. I consider Hover a robot where you keep a little bit more distance because it's not as brawly as the other robots, and you can get a good angle on the battlefield. And so with the Ares, you would run Pulsar and Spark before, or Pulsar and Marquise. Now you can run Pulsar and Magnetar. The setup is going to be complete now. You're going to get insane lockdown so you can nail people with the most damage output in basically the game. Now that the Hawk isn't going to be as good against robots, now you'll have the lockdown, so you'll actually be able to kill your opponents with your ability. Before you couldn't do that, you would need like lockdown ammo. And so the Hawk nerf makes the Ares way more viable against normal robots. And that's basically what I'm thinking right now. The Hornet might make the Behemoth strong. It might make the Jaeger strong. It might even be a strong brawling weapon. Who knows? It's way too powerful right now in the test server. So I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't happen to nerf it. If it would just be insane. So in terms of standings, that's all I have to say right now. I guess I'll just concentrate on the commentary. You could see that I wasted my invader in this match because I tried to jump in and suppress everyone, but like, I think that I was shooting at a Ravana and he was just wasting my time with his transcendence, so that everybody's suppression wore off, so that's kind of sad. That was a big L on my part. Waste of an invader. But it's kind of weird because the Blitz is actually stronger than the invader. I'd expect the invader to be stronger than the Blitz without its legendary pilot. That's what I thought. And look, we might get the super chest, so things I want to get: Falcon, Raven, Mender, the freezing weapons, the shotgun strider. Guang Mercury is also very solid. But yeah, I think that's the end of the video now. Hades components do new things, rebellious things. Bye bye.